Welcome back to the FTS. We are here at Humpty Dumpty for race 7. Quick look down qualifying. And back up the board we go. Interesting track layout. Billy Mays on pole for the event today. This track is a very interesting one layout wise, as extreme elevation change will bring you up and down. And pit entry is also become notorious last time we were here. But here we go again. The field is ready to take the green to kick off the Menards 200. The outside usually gets us a really good jump there, first and foremost. Dirtman 5 runs away with the lead. The Puff in second as they battle for second here. Probably 3 wide, maybe. They're going to go for it. The 14 not able to get there as everybody continues to run. Caution on the very first lap of the race. Looks like Rats Tyrell is in it. Oh. The hell happened here? The very first lap of the race, guys. Come on. Looks like Rats Tyrell just wasn't able to maintain control, and then with a very shallow angle, Rats Tyrell, Benny Scholl goes around, Bernice is in it. Oh, more trouble. Oh, there they go. Somebody's flipping. Looks like Ballsack is flipping. Queso. The 52 may have been in it. The 6. Hard to tell from some of the angles here. Yeah, there's not a lot of good angles to get of this track. So they're already happening at the front. I think as soon as Ballsack and Big Biff run into it, Queso and Razor getting into it ahead. Yeah, that's what sends the 99 over. After Queso, though, he seemed like he was fine through the wreck. It seems like the 7 really was the first one to. Oh no, Morshoe puts the 52 down, and that gets the 99 involved. The 1 has some damage. Yeah, you see Joe Burrow trying to swerve through. Alright, well, a very long single file line of trucks. As we are milking laps off the board. 37 trucks still in the race. The 7, 66, 02, 1, and 98 all out. Benny Scholl having a really tough time on his championship defense. Really sucks. The Puff, now we're going to be restarting second to try to take Dirtman 5. Billy Mays third. Fourth is Darkest Presence. And rounding out top 5 is Wolf Van Halen in the 04. Back green. There they go. The 5 trying to run away actually. Actually got a green flag lap in this time. Mainly single file out. You see some underdogs actually low-key running good. Joe Mama and Dr. Jr. both in the top 15. They're looking for really good runs after some bad points finishes. the 41 as well. Actually dropping that spot to the 32. As the Puff is trying out very different lines. He is right there to the back. A dirt man. Not able to capitalize. Maybe that first turn, the only really big braking zone on the track actually, is a good place for this 25 to make some ground up as we go on board with a lap from him. You can just see how far down it takes you. The peaks and valleys, they run. Just how brave can you stay in the throttle through the track conditions? That's really the question here. As third place is a bit of a line behind him. The top two continue to run. And so far, it just seems like he's got to find one way around. He could use the bumper, but we're not really looking for collisions. I mean, the 25 is probably waiting for later in the race before he does something regrettable here. Back through the field. We're all lined up. Not really much side by side. Beach Brutus and Fred Jones, maybe, but not particularly. I think it's Hampter's rise through the field. He may have got a little bit of that first caution, as a lot of trucks that might have damage from that might be lacking here. Morshoe trying to get around the 46. The 71 not too far behind. Nino almost to the top 20 finish or run. I think they're just trying to put the 71 away. Whoa. Realizing how much of an underpowered truck that he might have, that could be considered a problem. In the long run for this team. Back up front, still nothing really happening. Queso really off the pace. He's not even he's just got damage trying to nurse the thing around. As they're going to have to pass the lap car of 99. He'll be the first one to go lap down. I mean, it's a rolling chicane at best, and at worst, it's a wall, a very immovable wall. Check up on those slower trucks. 36 and 45 are having a decent race, with some of the damaged trucks behind. The 6 and 10 just doing their best to survive at this point. The top two are just gapping so hard right now. And with the 99 falling through the field, that's going to let some opportunities to pass come up. I think Iris is getting trained around the outside right now. That's going to lose her a few spots. And with Queso kind of holding these guys up, that's going to really send some back. As once again, J-Money learning the hard way. Because the number 5 and 25, they're still out there going for the front. The next lap car they're going to run into is the 9 of Joe Burrow, but I don't think that'll be for a little bit longer. Oh, but the 25 has a run this corner. The 5 might have sold right there. Oh, contact! And they're going to still fight for it. The Puff trying to run it to the outside, but Dirtman 5 just able to hold where he is. So far, it's just a solid run for both of them. Third place, Billy Mays has cleared out. As I do think the 25 will eventually be there. Not much you can see from this angle. Here they come into view. They're slowly approaching the number 9. The Puff trying to take more of an inside angle there. He might try to switch it up going down the hill. Iris back to 9th. I have on the back bumper of Derek Baum in that 33. Needs a little more than just a good run, but trying to get to the outside, it's so hard to peek around when it matters most. There's a lap truck. I think that's the Puff wanted to see outside, but Joe Burrow and the lapper just wasn't really letting him have it. Next up is an army of lap trucks, about 4 of them to be precise. That these guys are on a tear to go get them. Let's see how the 19 and the 14 do with that. You can see on board it gets monotonous on these long green flag runs. And just trying to be as close as they can. Just waiting for that opportunity to arise. That lap cars might let them have that opportunity. But not this time. They're going to both hit the 9 and easy to pass place and go right on by. Dirtman has been the man so far. He is not really taking this one lying down, just doing what he needs to. He won it 2 races ago, and this time he's looking for another one. But look at this. All these cars right here are just so slow. This is gonna be the battle right here. Just pretty much everybody from say 30th or 31st on back, as we have a problem for the 32. Dr. Jr. and Fred Jones on pit road. Not sure what the scheduledness of that is. The race set to 1 times pit wear, so we'll see if those are unscheduled for those 2 or not. Really sucks, but 32 is having such a good run. As now Queso walling off. Gonna let the other lap trucks run out a bit. Sneet Snart, Turtle Slow, Squargly, and Window Licker all in a row. quadruple trouble for the top two right now. I think when going side by side, that's going to especially ruffle some feathers for the leaders here. Dirtman wants to take a low line approach, but doubles back to cover his bases, so the 25 can't have it. They want to try and make the high side pass on Sneat Snart. So that's one down. And the traffic mounts up. The 5 going to try a low pass. That's going to be, it's going to let the Puff get there. As Turtle Slow holds up the low side, that's going to be a new leader. But the Puff is not, he's not done yet. He still has 2 of his own to pass, so could very easily swing back in the favor of the 5. Trying to break up these guys here because of just how slow they are. Trying to lunge to that 36. I think the Puff is going to get there in time. So that was a good play by the 36. Meanwhile, the 5 not having a good time. I think that's going to be a decisive victory in that battle. But the race still rages on. The 5 truck needing any way he can get around some guys here. The 36 backs off into 1. I think that's going to be his way, but he's lost so much time. The 32 back out on track. Yes. 32 is back out on track. The 86 is not back out on track. Fred Jones is out of the race. We'll have to take a look at what happened back then. Dr. Jr. also running low as well. Now the next lead lap car is all the way back with Klong, Willie Stroker, Razor, and them. So we've seen how long this green flag run plays out for. And now we see the battle for the lead is not really much of a battle. I think the 25 was the faster truck regardless. It was just a matter of time when the 5 had his chance to keep him at bay, and that didn't happen. And now we just see an army of trucks going down the hills here, trying out their lanes. Butterpants is attempting everything he can. That almost was 4 wide, but they backed off. The problem is the high side is actually pretty good. Meaning that if you're like a little bedsheet trying to race Turtle Slow up there, like he actually has enough of a run to hold his own. As we're sliding around, it's not like the 99 who's slow enough where he could pass him anywhere. Wolf Van Halen in 5th, and he's gonna bring the entire group with him. They're just stacking up on the low side. Holy shit. Even the 2 of Joe Mama in 11th is caught up to these guys. Iris trying to be fast, but just not on the part of the track where the high side's actually beneficial. J-Money in this as well, just absolutely fighting for his life out there. What's happening with the gap to the lead? But 25 has lost a lot of ground to the 5. Actually, not as fast as he would have liked to been. Dirtman 5 absolutely catching back up. Meanwhile, this battle right here is all starting to dissipate out. Beach Brutus in 12th is trying to catch there. Back to the leaders. He's run them down. Just needs to make the pass. Wrong car. Curbio's had a bit of a glow up this race. Now top 15 there, running with the 42 Samus Aran. Also there. I think just surviving the lap 1 mayhem really helped out these guys for at least somewhat decent finishes. Dirtman 5's turn. As I see Queso in the distance again. That 99 could be play a pivotal role here. As the 25 arcs it to pit. This could be his one stop of the day. And he's hoping it won't backfire on him. See the 76, a purple bottom, in his stall as well. And a few others. So Dirtman has to figure out when he wants to make his move. Arguably, I don't know if it's better or worse to try to stall it out for a caution. But he's going to go another lap. I think once you hit this 99, it might be too late, but also that might have been your time. All we know is that Dirtman has a lap on the guy that he was battling for the lead, meaning that as long as he stays out, he could lap anyone else who pits. But he's coming in this time. The 25 knows he has to get that lap back on himself, which he does pretty convincingly too. I think that's everyone else coming in. Can't tell who else would be out there, but I think the 25 might actually have the key to victory if he could just keep it on the right path. I think the 5 got out in front of him. Dirtman continues to reign supreme. No, the Puff, he got such a run down the hill, he just steams past him. So the battle picks up right where it left off, as a matter of fact. In third place, all the way back, Darkest Presence, running third. The 52 went a lap down in the proceedings, 30 trucks in the lead lap. For now, I think that's 30 trucks in the lead lap. Or it could be less. 29 trucks in the lead lap. Miku Nakano, the last truck on the lead lap in the 91, kind of had a silent race, but is close to being lapped in this moment here. Dirtman just has to keep going. Like, he knows what's happening, and running up on Joe Burrow like that, I think he had to shoot a shot, but he's not. This could be bad for the 5, as he just has to pick off these lappers in a timely manner. I think he'll get Joe Burrow, but not as fast as he wanted. Wolf Van Halen there. Well, the good news is that Dr. Jr. is currently running in the 6th position, but I do not think he can go to the end on his pit stop. If he will, that will be a great run for the 32 team. Derek Baum in 7th, Morshu 8th, Star battling inside the top 10 with Samus Aran, as we see plenty of guys who were running better before the pit stop kind of slow now. Well, not really slow, but they're just outside the top 10, which is not what you want to see in the later stages of a race if you want to try to bag a good finish. Nino in 18th. And Bunger has been very under the radar, running 20th right now. Beach Brutus kind of fell back. He had a bit of a downslide. An unfortunate moment for this team. As some of those guys who are like really far back there, I wouldn't say close to being a lap down, but more than half a lap down. Absolutely. More like 3/4 of a lap down by the time you get back that far. Eventually, hello. But the theme of this race has been the 5 and the 25. No one else has really come close at all. And once again, it's been really telling that a lot of the action when they run up on trucks, I think the 91 is going to be like one of the faster lappers you could ask for, which will make it tough for both of them. Meaning that if one of them gets by, it will be a huge advantage to whoever strikes first. And the Puff is going to get first crack at the 91 as we have a car down there. Is this going to be a caution? Yes, it will. All right. Forget everything I just said. Caution is out. The 91 will get to stay on the lead lap as we are going to look at what the fuck even happened here. Oh, this looks like a bit of a shit show. Well, they'll sort it out. I trust them. Yeah, the caution happened like early in the lap. Queso getting spun down the track. Oh, I believe the culprit would be the 21 of Nino making first contact and then having Bunger take the fall. Right there. Queso decidingly hitting that. Meanwhile, Bunger, yeah, you see Bunger just kind of vanishes. He comes back down the track. The 75. Oh, we told him he was having like a low-key race. Well, now he's a highlight for all the wrong reasons. As he continues to vanish before finally making it down pit road in a timely manner. All right. All right, it's going to be a restart with 10 to go, meaning inline restart. So Queso, Razor are going to block off for the rest of the pack. Kind of sucks for Darkest Presence. He's not really able to get where he wants to. Joe Burrow Window Licker went 2 down. Bunger still running, he's 1 down. I think this caution might have been what Dr. Jr. wants to see because he has a shot at top 10 here. He'll just need to take it. As see everybody lining up, attempting to line up single file. The guys in the front are going to be more racy than the guys in the back. That's a fact. So I think it's really just going to come down to Puff versus Dirtman. All right, 10 laps. Here we go. Dirtman not wasting any time at all, but remember, the low side doesn't really convert well, but he's taking a stab anyways. As long as he can maintain a decently alongside, he's fine, but he's not. Oh, he might. Watch out. It's not over. He gets back in line, but he's going to try again. Caution out. Okay. Well, it was a one and done. Okay. Well, you can't win them all. Whatever. Restart will be a perfect opportunity, I guess. I have to wait for that guy on pit road to disappear in order to see. Alright. Yep, right there. It was... Well, first thing first is, why the fuck is Iris all the way up here? Oh, God. Oh, God. Think we found our culprit here. Joe Mama, who was running great, by the way. Really sucks to see him as he gets up the track with Iris. They both hit the wall there. Meanwhile, oh shit. Fucking Hampter decides he wants to send a little bedsheet to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, they're gone. Bedsheet just reappears on pit road, like, and Hampter, after he Hamptered somebody. Yep, that happened. 2 good runs pissed away in the name of what the fuck. And this 4-lap dash, this is it. This is like their last chance to get some green flag racing in. If they can't behave, then this is exactly what the 25 wants to see. 27 cars in the lead lap. 22's out of the race. 46 isn't. I bet he feels real good about himself. All right. Dirtman, one last shot at him. Don't miss. Green flag, back out. 4 to go. I see Darkest Presence and Wolf Van Halen are relatively close, but I don't think that's going to amount to anything. Dirtman has to start and keep going. Like, there's no real way around it. That time, the 25 got a much better start, which is not what the 5 wants to see. The Puff, able to keep it rolling. I think he might be good. As we have another caution. Yep. There it is. What the fuck? The truck didn't even get in place. The fuck did you guys do? Oh my, what the hell? Vin Unleaded, what are you doing? Vin Unleaded just didn't know how to go around Queso and just... That creates a mess. Nino's in it. Oh, and there they go. Oh, there they go. Miku, Gracker, what the fuck? Like, yeah, by the time that happened, 21's in the wall, and it's like, okay, everyone slow down. Everyone just slowed. The 91 didn't get the fucking memo, just ran into Klong and Gracker. Iris is trying to slow down. Window Licker's not there. Hampter wants to do some hamptering, but doesn't want to damage his car too much. Fucking Beach Brutus is down there. Willie Stroker. How the hell did Michael Maltrip get away, of all drivers? And look, nowhere for Brutus to go either. Caught up, gets dumped by Howard Pavilion, and then fucking Stroker steams into it. Bunger hits him. They're stuck on the apron. Jesus Christ. Alright. Y'all fucking disgust me. Yep, that's it. Iris is out of the race. Bunger's out of the race. I don't even know what happened to fucking Iris. Or Fred Jones, for that matter. Alright. Checkered flag in the air. The Puff is going to add to a great season already with an even greater win. I hope it was worth it. Yeah, Beach Brutus got lapped. There's a lot of just absolute crap going on. Did Stroker even cross the line? He's a lap down. I think he's good. All right. Well, that was a shit show. I mean, the only other thing I want to see is what happened to the 86 of Fred Jones way back when. Fred Jones was running. I think he just had a critical failure of his car. And yeah. Yep, there he is. And then Iris. Oh, Iris had a ridiculous amount of damage. She decided, nah, I'm not going to pace around. I'm just going to retire the truck early or some shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's a race, all right. Down the standings and back up. We'll see you next time. Take care.